I think it's safe to say that this trailer more than redeems the teaser. So after the full trailer got leaked online, Sony decided to release the full Venom trailer, and I've gotta say, I am really impressed. And a bit of me does wish that we didn't even get the teaser trailer in the first place, because this would have been a great introduction to the Venom solo movie. Now the trailer opens up with the discovery of the symbiotes. And like we know from the last trailer, we do know that these symbiotes are from space and that they crash landed onto Earth. And then we also get the same shot of the Life Foundation looking at the symbiotes that are contained in the canisters. And some people do suspect that these 5 scientists behind the main guy could very well be the 5 Venoms. But still, I have no idea on whether this is the case or not. And then we cut over to Eddie Brock and Anne Wayne, and it does seem like in this continuity they are still very much married. While in the comics I do believe that they were pretty much divorced well before Eddie Brock even became Venom. So it should be interesting to see how this relationship will turn out. And then we also get to see Eddie Brock being more of a journalist, in that we've already seen previously through some of the images. And it seems like Eddie Brock wants to get into the big scoop behind the Life Foundation. Because as you all know, the Life Foundation are pretty much a shady organisation. And we even get a bit of humour in this, where Eddie Brock does say that he knows exactly how to hide in the shadows, while he points out that the woman who's spying on him absolutely sucks at it. Which does work to a degree, because Eddie Brock does have a sense of humour. Sure, he's not as quippy as Spider-Man, but Eddie Brock is far from a serious guy, despite the darkness within him. And then we also get to see how the symbiote actually moves in this, and it looks really interesting. Because unlike Spider-Man 3, the symbiotes in this actually look more like goo. And even the movement is a lot creepier as well. And as we see here, we do see that the Life Foundation are experimenting on humans by bonding them into other symbiotes. Which, okay, this could kinda work, I'll go with that. They did mess around with the symbiote in the original Lethal Protector story arc, so it's plausible to me. And then we also get to see how the symbiote communicates with Eddie Brock, and it seems like the symbiote will be actually talking to Eddie in his mind. And we have seen this pan out similarly in other mediums, so I suppose that if it isn't broke, don't fix it. And then just as some of the hired goons from the Life Foundation try to take back Eddie as well as the symbiote, we do get to see the symbiote unleash its power by forming Eddie Brock's arm to almost a tendril, as well as transforming his hand into a gigantic fist, and can even create a tendril from behind his back. And I've got to admit, this looks really cool, and I do like that they are trying to be creative with Venom's powers. And while talking about Eddie and the symbiote, we do get to see their relationship in this trailer. And from what we can see, it does seem a lot more abusive in comparison to the comics. Because usually Eddie and the symbiote are one and the same, while in this, it does seem like the two will be at odds in terms of control. But given how Spider-Man isn't going to be in this film or anything like that, I do kinda get why they're going with this angle, and I do think that's a pretty interesting take on their relationship. And then we also get a shot of Eddie Brock as he's trying to escape from the Life Foundation, and we even get to see him teaming up with the symbiote. So I suppose they're trying to build up towards this more faithful relationship where the two are pretty much one. And then by the end of this film, I could imagine that Eddie Brock will embrace the symbiote and that they will become Venom. And then speaking of Venom, we do get to see the high quality footage featuring what Venom will look like, and like I said from the leaked footage, I do think that this version of Venom looks absolutely badass. And I know that the CG isn't fully done with Venom yet, but given how this is going to be a small budget movie, this is pretty impressive. And like I said in previous videos, I did admit that I am fairly excited for the Venom solo movie, but after seeing this trailer, I'm even more hooked. Like I said, although I do have some concerns, but specifically how they're going to explain Spider-Man or anything like that, I would hope that at the very least we will have a pretty badass Venom movie regardless. And based on this trailer, it does really sell in that regard. And in terms of the upcoming comic book films this year, Venom has moved up to one of my most anticipated. So what do you think of the brand new trailer for the Venom spin-off movie? Are you even more excited than before, or do you still have some concerns about this spin-off film? Comment below and share some thoughts. And as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care and have a good one.